And thanks for watching. I'm Dan Martin. First tonight, continuing coverage of the horrific single car crash in Warren. We've been following all day, both on air and online. Warren police, fire and other first responders removed an SUV from the pond earlier this morning after it crashed. 6 are dead. 2 others made it out alive. All are 19 years old or younger. We begin our team coverage tonight with Natalie Jovanovich.
6 victims in today's crash were students here at the Willard School, and 3 more of those victims went to, at one point, Warren Harding High School. And that's why administrators decided tonight to bring in counselors for the community, family members, friends, anybody that wanted to come and grieve together and get counseling. Now, we do have the names of those 6 victims tonight, as well as the 2 that were treated and released at St. Joe's Memorial Hospital. All of these teens are from the Warren area. The 2 that were injured, 18-year-old Brian Henry, 15-year-old Asher Lewis. The 6 that were killed today: 19-year-old Alexis Kaysen, 14-year-old Andrique Bennett, 15-year-old Kirkland Boehner, 15-year-old Dalen Ray, 17-year-old Brandon Murray, and 15-year-old Ramon White. Our Julie Bursick has been following this story since the accident first happened this morning. She caught up with Alexis Kaysen's family to find out how they're feeling after losing their loved one so tragically.
Investigators combed through crash debris on Pine Street southeast in Warren. Highway Patrol says 8 people were inside a Honda SUV heading south on the road when it hit a guardrail and landed in this pond. Firefighters removed 5 victims from inside the vehicle. A 6th was ejected during the crash and later found under the SUV when it was being removed from the water. All 6 died. 2 escaped the wreckage and ran for help. One of the dead found in the car, 19-year-old Alexis Kaysen. Sources tell us she was the driver.
She's been on my mind so many days, and I kept seeing people walking around, and I thought it was her, and it wasn't each time.
Asia says she doesn't know where her little sister was going or why.
All I know is her friend said she didn't even know she left.
She says her sister liked to make people laugh and leaves behind a 4-year-old boy. Tim Kaysen describes his niece as a sweet young lady.
She was crazy about her Uncle Tim, and every time she sees me, she just walks up to me, she hugs me.
When Tim woke up this morning, he heard about the crash and started praying, not knowing his niece was involved. What he had to do next shook him to his core.
I just had to walk, and identify her body, and it was her.
Tim says his heart goes out to all the victims and their families. So does Warren Mayor Doug Franklin.
I've taken most of this morning to meet with all the family members that I possibly could at both hospitals. We're going to pull together and we're going to be there for them.
The reality of what happened on Pine Street Sunday morning is just setting in for the Kaysen family. And through her grief, Asia has a message.
I just want everybody to know, even if you're going through something, pick up the phone and call your siblings and your family and tell them you love them, because you never know what can happen. Tomorrow is not promised to anybody.
In Warren, Julie Bursick, 27 First News.
And Dan, we've been here all afternoon watching the floods of people going into the school, young children up to older adults that may be staff members or just friends or community members wanting to come out and share in their grief as well as get counseling for losing those 6 victims so young. Those counselors will be here at the Willard School in Warren until 7:30 tonight. They'll also be available to just staff and students tomorrow morning before school hours start, as well as throughout the school day. We are headed to a press conference at the Southington Post of the Ohio State Highway Patrol. We're hoping to get more details about the accident itself, what caused it, and all of those extenuating circumstances that we maybe haven't heard about yet. Then tomorrow morning, the Warren City School District is holding a press conference at 10 o'clock in the morning. We do plan to stream both of those conferences on our website, WKBN.com, as well as for the latest details, do stay with our website, and we will continue our coverage tonight on First News at 11. For now, reporting live in Warren, I'm Natalie Jovanovich, 27 First News.
All right, thank you very much, Natalie Jovanovich and Julie Bursick, with our team coverage today from Warren. Warren City Council President plans to help the families of the 6 victims killed in this morning's car accident. Bob Dean is related to one of the victims. He says Monday he'll set up a fund at a local bank where money donated will go directly to the funeral homes involved in the 6 teenagers' funerals. He says in times of need, the Warren community comes together to help one another.
Well, it's what we always try to do, is to take the burden of worrying about expenses off of the plate of the family. We think that there are enough people, as always, in our town. When we have these kinds of tragedies, they step right up and we'll get it done.
Dean says he expects to open that fund at Huntington Bank. And of course, stay with 27 First News and WKBN.com throughout the night for continuing coverage of the developing story. We will stream that State Highway Patrol press conference starting at 8 o'clock p.m.